The Raptors lost today, man. 116 to 103 against the Brooklyn Nets. And we were winning. We were winning going to the third quarter in the first half. First half, everything was clicking on all cylinders. Scottie Barnes was playing great defense. Everyone was playing decent. Bench came and gave us good minutes. Delano Banton gave us good minutes. In that third quarter, we got outscored by 18 points. We couldn't buy a bucket, and the Brooklyn Nets were just rampaging. We had no answer. No answer. Blake Griffin was on fire the first half. Second half, he was just being physical and just doing all the little things. Bruce Brown again destroys us. Had that stupid little floater he does, but it goes in. Playing good defense. Kevin Durant, he had 31 points, and it was like every time he shot, I felt like it was going in. He only missed seven shots. Like, he was efficient. Joe Harris, he was decent for them. Had some big threes. And James Harden, man, that fourth quarter was all him. We were doing a decent job on him in the beginning of the game, but he ended the game with almost a triple double. Like, and luckily he kept shooting threes, but once he's against the paint, it was hard to guard him. Then Patty Mills, man. Patty Mills in that third quarter, he's the reason why he pushed. He was a big reason why they even won this game. That third quarter by him was just crazy. He couldn't miss. Then you see the Raptors. We decided to start Siakam. I was very surprised there. Kim Birch wasn't there. And our bench played good. Our bench gave us solid minutes. With Banton, Svi Mikhailu, Chris Boucher, gave us good minutes. We had almost 30 points from our bench. We had almost 30 points from our bench. Fred VanVleet was a good stabilizer. He was missing kind of some layups, but he had the mid range still intact. Gary Trent was big for us, closing that gap, because in that third quarter it was getting out of hand, and Gary Trent was our only source of offense in that third to fourth quarter. Siakam came back, played center. He was missing some bunnies. I can't even lie. He was missing some layups. This is rust. And then we have OG. OG played good. His shot wasn't hitting today, but he played good. Thing is, our defense was good. Scottie Barnes was met with foul trouble, so he couldn't play the whole game. Like, he had 5 fouls to end the game. So some of them were tiki-taka, but some of them were dumb fouls, and because of that, we lost another lengthy defender that we could guard James Harden or Kevin Durant with. And we had that back-to-back steals where Boucher got a dunk and he got a dunk to end the second quarter. And when I saw that, I was like, yeah, we can win. After the third quarter came, we couldn't make anything. We didn't have any answers for them, and they just caught us off guard. And once they got us, they didn't stop. They continued to score. Every one of them was just clicking on all cylinders, man, and we couldn't score. And this is another game where you see our 3-point percentage, 7 for 30, man. 7 for 30. We can't make threes. And that's been our problem. Our shot wasn't going down because OG, one of our best 3-point shooters, wasn't hitting. Gary Trent didn't hit any of his threes. He was good in the mid-range, but none of his threes hit. And when you have our 2 best shooters, Gary Trent and OG Anunoby, not making their threes, and VanVleet being the only stabilizer, and he didn't even shoot that well from 3. He shot decent from 3. It's like they just know we're going into the paint, and they pack the paint. Precious Chua did a good job of making that little floater, but I don't know what Kim Birch would have done in this situation. Like, I still don't even know what our starting lineup is, because if Kim Birch comes, what's gonna happen? Is Chris Boucher gonna be out of the lineup? Is it gonna be Kim Birch and Precious Chua? I've never seen that lineup before, and I'd like to see how that looks. But just looking, I'm just like, Siakam at the center maybe wasn't the best of ideas, but it added switchability, and he had those 2 quick fouls in the beginning of the game. But we had Scottie Barnes playing great minutes, but he couldn't play. He couldn't play as much because he had foul trouble. And Siakam still played 25 minutes. He played the least amount of minutes. And Fred, of course, played 40 minutes. I don't know how Nick Nurse is gonna cut Fred VanVleet's minutes more because we don't have a competent point guard. Like Delano Vance is good, but he plays good with another secondary ball handler. He can't be the only ball handler on our team. And I like Malachi Flynn, but with Kim Birchcombs, he's for sure out of the lineup. He's for sure out of the rotation. I don't know how you could squeeze him in. It's a tough loss, 2-game losing streak. We should have won that Cavs game. If we won that Cavs game, this loss wouldn't have hit more. But now we're going closer and closer to 500. And the way this is looking, of course, I didn't think we were gonna go on a win streak forever. But I thought we should win that Cavs game, so this loss doesn't feel as bad. We just after that first half, we couldn't hit any shots in the paint. They did a good job. You have to admit, they did a good job defending, and we couldn't hit our shots. So it's easier to defend the Raptors when we're not hitting any of our shots. And Siakam is getting packed in the paint. Scotty Barnes foul trouble. It was just a tough game to lose. If you like the video, subscribe, like, do all that good stuff, and peace.